Hey guys, Joshua here, and today we're going to be unboxing the DJI OSMO Pocket and also my first impressions on this. The packaging itself is pretty small, so it's about as big as my phone. So let's get this opened up. I actually have no idea how to get this open. Okay. Before we take a look at the pocket itself, there's some manuals. Osmo Pocket, which should be how to set up the stuff and all the different buttons and functions. And inside this little box. So inside the box you're getting cables. So this is a USB-A to USB-C cable. A strap that you can connect to the pocket so you can swing it around and not drop it, I guess. For the adapters that connect to the Osmo Pocket, here, the one right in my hand now is one that converts to USB-C, and there is also another one which converts to Lightning. So this would be adaptable to either, say, a Samsung Galaxy or even your iPhones. The star of the show, obviously, the pocket itself. So opening it up, it comes in this little protective case, I'm guessing it's called. Okay, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it seems like it's here for protection. And then you have the pocket itself, which is actually even smaller than I thought it would be. And it's got really nice texture to it. Like, you get some grip on it. It's a bit rough, so it's not fully smooth, but that would help when you're gripping it, say with hands that are slightly sweaty, stuff like that, because I think it's gonna be quite useful when you're running around with this. So, two small buttons. Down here is the port, mini SD card holder, reader, where you plug in your mini SD card basically. And yeah, I'll be taking a further look at this and yeah, let you know my thoughts on this when using it in real life. I've been testing out the DJI Pocket for a few days and it has been just so fun to use. It's small enough to literally slip into my pocket even when I'm wearing jeans, and because it's so small, you actually don't get people staring at you when you're filming, and it's actually even less conspicuous than when you're using your, say, iPhone or Samsung, which to me feels weird to say, but yeah, this is way easier to film with when compared to using my phone. Just for one reason, this has a gimbal and I don't need to worry about excessive shaking of the camera. And since we're on this part currently, the few options such as tilt lock, FPV and follow functions, they make it a breeze to use. Even if you're a complete amateur, you'll definitely get used to this within a few tries. I actually didn't expect the small screen to be of much use, and I kind of expected that I would need to connect my phone to it to frame properly and change functions, but in actual fact I didn't need to. Swiping through the small screen is pretty easy. Took me about 15 minutes of playing around with it and I remembered where most of the functions were, not that I really needed to change the options much. The auto function is actually smart enough to expose the scene perfectly, so unless you're going for a certain look, auto mode does amazingly well. So far, it seems like it's all perfect, but there are some things that I found just slightly irksome because of the small screen. So things like the tracking, where you either have to tap or you can pinch to highlight an object, is basically impossible to do accurately on such a small screen. Or maybe it just wasn't functioning. At least I couldn't get it to work. I found it a lot easier to tap or highlight to track when I connected my phone and used the app. Also, when the phone is connected to the Pocket, it's basically only held in by the lightning port or USB-C port depending on your phone, and it just feels a bit flimsy to me. Whenever I connect my phone to the Pocket, both my hands become very preoccupied because I'll have my left hand holding the phone and my right hand holding the DJI Pocket. Maybe it's strong enough to hold the DJI Pocket like that, but it's just uncomfortable to me. So, and yeah, if it ever snaps, well, that's gonna be quite a bit of money you have to spend to replace the adapter, so I wouldn't take any chances. Another sound test, so just walking around. It's actually pretty loud around here with speakers going on and also a lot of crowds. So let's see how it goes. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. The important thing I noticed a lot of people complaining about has been the fact that previously they had no way to connect an external mic to the DJI OSMO Pocket, even with third-party adapters, but now, looking at the online store, they are selling their original USB-C to 3.5mm adapter, which would then connect through where you charge the Pocket, so at the bottom. I'll definitely be getting it, but as you heard in the sound test, the sound is actually very decent, even when there's quite a bit of background noise around, and I wasn't screaming at all when I was speaking. I was just using my normal speaking voice, and I don't think people 5 feet away would have heard what I was saying. Since I'm on the topic of adapters, they also do sell quite a few accessories for the Pocket, and I'll probably be picking the bundle up with the adapter just so that I have a now go-to setup for several events that are coming up, and hopefully this setup can replace my big camera which I usually use, because having this small thing here would make it a lot easier for a one-man show to film at various tech events and other things. If I'm not wrong, there would be things like a waterproof case and quick release base coming soon, which would make this an even more versatile camera to take on travel trips, because so far the only competition would be either the GoPro or Sony RX02. That's it for my thoughts for now, and I've been really impressed with what DJI has managed to actually pack into this small package. If you're a traveler or vlogger, or even just a beginner, this is going to be a solid investment. Definitely, probably my favorite purchase for now. Let me know what you think about the camera. Have you got one? Any tips or tricks you have when using this? Leave me a comment letting me know what you think, because yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Like and subscribe for more tech and gaming videos. Hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos come up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!